welcome to Bramble Jelly, Qais.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
How would you like to be introduced? Because you have so many amazing titles. Art director, director, award-winning filmmaker, producer.
Yeah, I think art director, animator.
And how have you been? I feel like we haven't actually had a chance to sit down and catch up.
I know, obviously we did the films together and that was like a very intense period of us like talking to each other all the time. Mm-hmm. And then not speaking to each other for a long time. And I'm like...
Qais and I went to Pictoplasma in 23, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been 2023. Pictoplasma is a character festival in Berlin, and there's a segment in the morning where they show short films. Both of us realised, like, oh, wait a minute, we have the skills and the sort of ambition to make these kind of stories. Like, why aren't we making these, doing something?
On that day, at that moment, we were both at exactly the same level of excited and motivated, and we were just like, we need to make this happen.
Yeah, and decided to hold each other accountable.
We left Berlin, both of us thinking about what we can do for our short films, and we decided that we would meet up once a week. Us doing it together and doing the accountability thing was like...
Yeah, they wouldn't exist otherwise.
No, it absolutely would not exist. It definitely kept us going and kept us accountable. And it's just in terms of like, when I knew that I was speaking to you tomorrow, I was like, I don't want to turn up to this call and not show Golden anything. You're taking time out of your busy day to sit and talk to me for half an hour. I want to show you something. That little bit of progress every week kept us going.
The end goal was to try and submit to the following year's Pictoplasma, just to try and kind of mirror...
The full circle moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was fairly frictionless. I mean, we had frustrations along the way. So we finished the films, had our film festival journey, and we shared a few screenings together, which was really cool. Which moment where you were watching it on screen were you like, oh, holy shit, this is it, I've done it?
The Dreamers of Dreams Festival in London was the first time both of them were screened together. Quite special. It was a tiny, tiny, tiny cinema with maybe like 20 people. It was so lovely to see your film and my film and like watch people react to them for the first time. That
was the big benefit that I think I forgot about. Or I didn't quite consider that when we were making the animations either. We can actually enjoy this with other people and see them experience.
Yeah, there was like a whole other chapter that came after that. It was one thing, us working together in our own little bubbles on these films. But then once that was over, we were like, will anyone want to screen it? How will people react to it? So that was the first kind of real validation of, you've done a good job and people will appreciate it.
So Pictoplasma didn't select us, which is totally fine. Mm-hmm. We both applied to do the Picture Kucha talks. Do you want to share this experience?
I think we both applied for that and were both rejected for it at one point.
Yes,
and then someone dropped out and they were looking through both of our profiles and saw the link between the two films and they were like, oh, actually, they can do something together. And they sent us an email saying, would you like to share the stage and do a talk about how you work together on your films? And we were both like, yeah, absolutely. And then freaked out.
Yes, yeah. In some ways, it was almost like a better ending to the whole thing. We did that. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. And like you say, it is better because, screening the film would have been great, obviously, and would have shown it to a lot of people. But the fact that we were able to stand on stage and actually show our faces, show our work, talk through the process. So many people came up to you and me and said how inspired they were and they wanted to make their own short films, and that was amazing.
If anyone is out there thinking, should I make a short film or should I not? 100% you should.
Do it.
What would you say are your top tips for someone who is in that mindset of like wanting to make a short film?
First of all, find an accountability partner. You need to be able to share the journey with someone. It doesn't need to be someone who's also making a short film. It can be someone who's doing a different kind of project because it's a very isolating experience. And making a short film takes a long time. As you know, like our films took 8, 9, 10 months. To be working on something for that long by yourself, like it's all in your head, It's a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Another tip would probably be keep it manageable. Like things take longer than you think they always do. You don't need to make a 10-minute film. 3 is fine.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
There's like films that are 2 minutes long that are deeply emotional about like a sneeze.
You want to do something that represents you and your work and that you're proud of. You also want the audience to have some kind of experience watching your film. So, and that can definitely happen in 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. If you've done that, then you've succeeded, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, with a bit of retrospective, looking back, what would you do differently?
Got so excited and so carried away with making it. I jumped straight into designing and animating, and it got to like a month before our deadline. Oh, I don't have the second half of my film.
Oh,
It
God.
doesn't exist. The first half was like so beautifully designed and, well thought out and everything. And then the second half was like, oh, and some things happen. Definitely flesh out the story, beginning to end first. And then I can start properly.
Speaking of imposter syndrome, Qais, do you
Mm.
have any, how do you conquer that?
It sounds really simple, but I think trying to recognize it, like, and identify what it
Yeah.
is kind of the first step. So when you start getting these thoughts, and I still get them all the time. Once I understand, oh, this is just the imposter syndrome. It's not me. It's not reality.
Yeah.
Then I can separate myself from the thoughts, and that instantly helps. It's easier said than done because like it still happens. It
Yeah.
happens all the time.
The more resistance or the more you try and like completely remove it, it gets worse somehow.
Everyone gets it. No
Yeah.
matter how successful they are, everyone gets it. I feel today like I'm not good enough, but I also felt that 10 years ago. I'm
Yeah.
obviously a
Oh,
million times better than I was 10 years ago.
and you are good enough.
Thank you. But good enough for what is the question? Like,
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's like these kind of pressures that we put on ourselves that I guess probably come from things like social media and being exposed to so much the arty things around us and all that kind of thing. For me, anyway, I know my imposter syndrome is like I subconsciously try and make my film too big. I want to give myself permission to exit it or say that I'm not ready to do
yeah,
it. And I think you pulled me up
interesting.
in that quite a lot,
Yeah,
whilst we were doing it. I'm trying to practice this more, focusing on making it for yourself and
yeah,
specifically your younger self, I think was a big turning point for me where it was like, this isn't for anyone else. So it didn't really matter what anyone thought of it because as long as like I really loved it and enjoyed it, then you can be more authentic. And then I think that then translates outward to the audience who then connect with it.
100%.
So yeah,
Yeah. Doing it for our younger selves thing came naturally. It wasn't a thing that we decided on from day one.
yeah.
I think we just started working through the films, and then as the ideas and the inspiration started to become clearer, we both felt like, oh, actually, this is really for our younger selves,
For us, yeah, exactly, yeah.
and as queer kids, like we imagination was a huge thing for both of us.
Yeah.
So it kind of felt like giving those little boys something back,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
except that it's not going to be the best short film ever made. No,
Yeah. But it's
it's
gonna be
it's your
yours.
short film.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be your short film, and you need to be proud of it, and that's the success.
Is there anything you would like to plug or share?
The other thing I'm working on is this series of animated loops called Vivid Dreams. I wanted to do this series, try and explore some different ideas and styles with each one, but also go back and do some behind the scenes content and talk people through the thoughts behind it and the process. So that's all coming up on social media.
I'll put all your links and stuff below. Thank you so much for being my very first
thank
guest.
you for having me. I don't know what's happening with the light now. I feel like it's like I feel like I get highlighted.
Before we go, would you like to play a game?
Yes.